Django Fed on the job.
Hey guys, I'm Django Fed, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more, and proud to give you a review of Hotline Miami. Okay, now Hotline Miami is an indie 2D top-down shooter where you play as Jacket, and he doesn't have a name. That's what he's referred to as Jacket. Jacket gets mysterious phone calls from some strangers where they tell you to do ordinary, mundane tasks, but they're far from ordinary. They're actually code for going to set locations and killing a ton of people associated with the Russian mafia. And you don't even question all these killings that you just do. You just go to these locations, you kill, you don't even question it. And you start to lose it, and you just start to see people with animal masks, and they ask you a bunch of questions. One of the most popular one is, do you like hurting other people? And then I won't go through the other ones, but that is the most common quote. Also see them a couple more times in the game, and they will tell you predictions about your future. I have to say the story is just phenomenal. Really good. It's really deep. It's a really deep story. On the surface, it doesn't seem intriguing once you play it. Deeper meaning behind it, behind all these killings that you're doing. And it's not just violent for the sake of being violent. I'm looking at you, Hatred. There is more to the killings, and I can't properly explain it. The story is just phenomenal, and there's just a deeper message behind all these killings. I'll just say that. The fact that it's twisting your mind when you're playing this game, so you can't seem to find what is real and not real within the game. Just like your character, to be like your character and have your mind twisted and warped like that, and you start to see corpses and stuff. I just love seeing that psychotic state within the game. There's not that many movies or TV shows, well, I can say Hannibal, or other media out there that can do it up to this level of just this psychotic state that you experience. It's pretty intense. Like, it just bends your mind. It's pretty crazy. I love seeing that stuff out there. Now that I mentioned the story, let me talk about the gameplay. So at the start of every level, you choose between a ton of different masks where you can start with a knife, spot secrets, have a longer combat window, start with a gun even, and all these masks have different things associated with them, different bonuses at the start of every level, and they're all very important. And so there's just a ton to choose from. You gotta find the one that fits your style, and you have to clear the enemies in every floor by killing them in any brutal fashion, be it using your fists, your knives, bats, guns, anything you can think of. And in this game, you have to be careful not to attract attention and use guns. In the beginning, I don't recommend using guns because you're gonna attract 10 different guys if you shoot your gun just once. And if you get hit once in the game, you're dead. You have to start that floor over again. So you have to be very careful, and it gets very hard in the later levels. The goal is to be silent and deadly, literally. Like, you want to use knives, bats, melee weapons if you can, because you're not going to attract attention compared to using a gun, which delivers a ton of noise and attracts a ton of attention. So you don't want to do that, and you will die a lot in this game, but you will learn to get past it. And I just love that challenge because it makes you want to just do that one level, beat that one level. These levels are just adrenaline fuel. After you beat Jacket's story, you can play as Helmet and only start with a butcher knife and throwing knives. Those weapons are awesome, but that's the thing, you can't pick up any other weapon, unlike Jacket, who can pick up any weapon he wants to. That adds more challenge to the game once you're Helmet, and it gets very hard and very frustrating, so you'll be dying a lot with him. And after you finish every level, you get graded for what you do. So it's best to be fast and kill your enemies very quickly and use different weapons every time to pull off new combos. Also, the presentation, the indie graphics are just great. They can get really unsettling when you see your character just kill these enemies in a brutal fashion. And I just love the 8-bit graphics style. Hotline Miami is a glorified 8-bit game that is done right, done great. And the soundtrack, oh god, the soundtrack is to die for. Not literally, but yeah. And it's one of the best you will ever listen to. I am not joking with you. I would love to let you guys listen to some of this, but I would most likely get a copyright notice. So you guys have to listen to it for yourself. Look it up on YouTube And once you listen to one of these tracks, one or two tracks, you're gonna have to play the game after listening to some of the music. And then two minor issues I had about the game. For beginners, the levels get super hard very fast, and the game length is alright at around 3 to 6 hours, maybe even shorter if you're an expert at the start. And yeah, those are my only complaints of the game. Now to give my rating for this game, and I had just had a blast playing this game, and replayability is there because the game makes you want to play it maybe another level again to get a better grade, get that A+, or get that B or whatever. The game makes you want to do that. So I'm giving Hotline Miami a As you can tell, I highly recommend this game. Hotline Miami is a very unique indie game that had a really big impact with me. Is instantly one of the cult classics of this generation, and it could be for some time. And I cannot wait to play Hotline Miami 2 and do my review for you guys. So yeah, Hotline Miami 2 will be my next game review. So guys, please check out Hotline Miami if you haven't already. Please buy the game, it's so great. Definitely buy it. So guys, please be sure to like and comment this video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next game review.